Oh, this is really boring. Should I just give up on streaming? I mean, no one actually watches me. And with the content I make and my low stream quality, I kind of doubt that much is going to happen for me as far as streaming goes, but this is really what I want to do, so I just want to create stuff. Even if, I guess, it isn't really going too well for me. Now you're the one that's on camera. Well, I'll just get started with talking about my day or something. Since no one's here anyways. So I had an okay day. I went to college as usual, and not much really happened there. We had our usual philosophy discussion about the text Confessions by Augustine, and that went pretty well. I participated a lot, and I feel like we had a lot of interesting discussion with that. I didn't dress like this for my college class though, so yeah. But it's for identity purposes. Today, for my stream, I was going to take some horror photography, do some horror photography, but I'm kind of second guessing that right now because I don't know if that's really something I can actually do on stream, and I don't know. I do want to do horror stuff for my stream today, though. I don't know how well that will go though. How is well, I can't really ask that because no one's watching, but I made my own soundboard for my stream, although right now I'm wondering how much good that does for me. And I added a lot of memes to it. I've been really, really tired today. So tired. I haven't really been able to get good sleep recently, which is kind of a shame. I'm sorry that a lot of my content isn't as interesting as I feel like a lot of people would want to watch. But then again, I'm just starting out with streaming, and I don't know too much about it, in all honesty. And the devices that I have that I can stream with, the devices that I have aren't really good for streaming, really. Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements? Hopefully that's not too copyrighted. That's how I'm feeling right now, though. Maybe I should stop complaining and actually do something interesting, because this is probably why people don't watch your streams, Holly. I mean, Moony. Forget you heard my name. Oh, sorry. I actually sewed this heart myself. That's why it doesn't look very good. But I tried my best, and I hand sewed it, so. What other fun stuff do I have? I have a compass that my dad gave me. You look through it to see something in the distance, and then you line it up. Oh, hello, new viewer. How might you be doing today? One second. I really need to organize this.
Hello there.
I don't know if you could hear that. I think my streaming music is too loud. Anyways, hello. Thank you for coming to watch. Maybe leave a like if you like what you're seeing. Although much hasn't really started yet. Anyways, I was planning on doing some horror photography today, but I'm not so sure if I'm going to do that actually. But I mean, I do kind of want to spend this stream doing horror content, so hopefully that will work out well. Sorry if that's not your thing. Now I feel all nervous now that someone's watching me. Just to let you know, this is more mature content stream because it is horror. But like, nothing ridiculously bad or anything like that. What was I going to do again? I'm just gonna... One second. I just put a poll, so you can answer it. Although I know it's kind of ridiculous to put a poll for a simple question, but I figure it's somewhat interesting. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up some horror content that I've written. Oh, wrong one. It doesn't have the right one, actually. Okay. I wonder if I could... I don't know about that. what I'm thinking about is maybe I could do more pictures by just taking screenshots of my screen, because it's the camera and everything, but I don't know. I mean, the background doesn't really fit very well, and I'm not very, like, stuff, and blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Anyways, thank you for continuing to watch, even though I'm being incredibly boring right now. Not even gonna not deny it. Right. I was actually in the middle of doing something. Let's see if I can. Can't believe it's already been 30 minutes. Anyways, I'm going to open up my poems on Poetizer and see if I can read some more poems of mine to you guys. I've already mostly read a lot of them on stream before, but I may be able to find more new ones. Let's see, is this one appropriate to share on screen? I mean, it is a horror poem, but I don't think I should read that one. Alright, I found one that I don't think I've read yet. And apparently it's fairly popular on Poetizer as well, of my own poems. Oh, you're gone again. It's understandable. I have found lots of good writings of mine to read. So although there's no one watching, that's okay. Hopefully, someone will end up watching this. But alas, perhaps it is not so. Oh, my sister's being loud again. I can't get very good photos with this, can I? I know. Frog smile there. I'm terrible at posing for photos. I have a Melanie Martinez song stuck in my head, but there's not really much I can do about it. I know what to do to make this photo more interesting. You can't even really see it. Okay. Let's see if this helps. I need to move my lighting. There we go. know if any of those are actually any good. Let's find out. That one's okay. That one's okay as well. Yes, that's good. Good. Maybe streaming isn't right. Time for a little depressive episode. Yay! 1 second.
Checking in, I'm still a piece of garbage.
I'm enjoying my sound effects on my soundboard thing. So tired I can hardly breathe. I think my brain might be messing with me. I feel on the edge of insanity. I swear my life enjoys playing with me. Sharpening my knives just to hope that I don't have to cut through this feeling that I knew was only a lie. Get dressed up all nice, put on lipstick, playing nice, but I don't know why. I'm doing this. I know I'm a dreamer, and maybe that's why I keep on forgetting that I can't let life pass me by. I don't know what the heck I'm streaming, but I could do so much better than that. Or what the heck I'm singing either. I also don't know what I'm streaming. I feel attractive right now, so that's good. Anybody else feeling like that today? I have a lot of Melanie Martinez songs stuck in my head right now. But I can't sing them because I might get copyright claimed, so that's kind of annoying. You know, that's always a fun experience. Let me show you my plague mask. I won't put it on because I don't want to mess up my makeup, but one second. I got a gun. No, it's just a Nerf gun, but still. Ooh, I can tell you about 2 nightmares that I was thinking about recently that I had. One of them was where I was like in a car with my second oldest brother, and it was like set in the 90s or something. It was weird. And like we lost, like suddenly no one was driving the car and it was moving without either of us doing anything, and we were kind of freaking out and everything. So then we came to this point where it was like a person's house or garage, and we couldn't manage to get to the front to stop the car. And we were freaking out, and it just slowly like bumped into the garage, barely, like just barely, not causing any damage. And then this like old lady or something like that, maybe middle-aged, I don't know, she comes out and she starts screaming at us, absolutely screaming, and so mad. And this woman, who I swear had to have been absolutely insane, literally, like, her reaction to 2 kids, because at that time I was younger than I am now, right, in the dream. Her reaction to these 2 kids accidentally slightly bumping into like her garage is to scream at them And this is the crazy thing of what she does. She had like a pin or something like this or something in her hand, right? And she straight up goes and starts stabbing my eye, slowly stabbing my eyes out. Oh my gosh, that hurt. But what the? Only a psychopath would have that reaction, right? And it hurt a lot, but I could still sort of kind of see. But I was like, you have got to be crazy, psychopath. Your reaction is to literally stab our eyes out. What is your problem? And everything. So that was a very disturbing dream. That having my eyes stabbed out was a first. I don't know what was wrong with that lady. The other one was also set in the 90s and everything. I don't know why. Anyways, basically, I was at some place where there were a lot of kids, and like parents of the kids were there too, but like toddler, maybe younger age kids, right? There's this one little girl who, oh my gosh, she literally like she had like paper in her hand. I don't know if I have any paper on me right now. Do I? I don't think I do. Maybe. Well, anyways, just pretend that this is a piece of paper, right? She started literally cutting open like my thighs or like my legs or something with this piece of paper, and it hurt so much, and I didn't know what the frick she was doing or how she was managing to do it, but it wasn't like just little paper cuts. It was like full on wounds where like I was bleeding everywhere, and it just hurt a lot. And I was like, can you please stop? And so I was so done with this child that I like picked them up and then tried to bring them to their parents so that I could try and get their parents to stop their child from hurting me continuously. And it was very clear that the parents just genuinely didn't care at all. They just were like, whatever, it's your problem. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? And I mean, it's a child. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, I seriously still have no clue what was up with that. I haven't been having as many terrible nightmares like that as much recently. I feel like, but like I still have them sometimes, which isn't really very much fun. It's also part of having narcolepsy and everything, but 1 second. Sorry, I just need a little drink, that's all. I would love to know what some of your guys' worst nightmares are, because it would be interesting to hear about. I often wonder if as many people as I just kind of wonder how many people actually have as bad nightmares as I do. So, and I just enjoy hearing about other people's dreams as well as telling other people about mine. So, if you're watching this as a YouTube video, why don't you go ahead and comment your worst nightmares down below. And since no one's watching my stream right now, I can't really say, why don't you tell me in chat? So, alright, let's get to reading one of my writing pieces. Okay, so if you don't know, I really, really like, I sort of almost have like a thing, not a thing, I have a sort of fascination with dark original fairy tales and folk tales and stuff. So, one day I decided I wanted to try and make my own that was like sort of similar and like new and so I wrote one and it's called Blood Blossoms, but I wanted to share it really bad, but I don't know if I should because it is explicit in some senses, and I don't know if I should. Oh, hello, 1 second.
Hello there.
I don't know if you could hear that. I just got a new soundboard, so I'm excited to make random noises. Hello. I hope you are having a great day. Actually, how was your day? There's a poll that I made in chat that you could, answer, or you could just comment, chat, make a message in the chat. Sorry, I couldn't speak correctly. Oh, bye, person. Bye. Bye, person.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, and you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh, thank you, Cecile. I do like my lipstick as well. Are you still watching, or are you the person that left? Also, thank you for leaving a like. You can't tell, but I just winked. I'm going to end this poll. Had very disappointing and non-existent results. But I want to run a new poll because should I read explicit original fairy tale on I have no clue what's going on right now. Mostly because I'm super tired. And, I'm not really completely here right now, mentally, I can't speak again. You think I should do it, Cecile? Well, I'm kind of nervous too, but maybe. How about I read something else first that's less likely to, cause problems? Oh, I just found another one that's fairy tale related that is also not something I should probably read on. Oh gosh. It's times like these when I wonder why I write this kind of stuff. Okay. I think I can read this one, but it is also semi, for mature audiences. Maybe I should, my brain's, it decided to go take a vacation without me. Hello, other new viewer. 1 second.
Hello there.
I love this new soundboard so much. Okay. Is that you then? The person that just texted me, or is it someone else? Either way, hi, I'm glad you joined. Let me try and be more entertaining really quick before you leave. Or I guess that's too late. Well, okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, anyways. No, I don't. I don't use that sound whenever someone leaves, but I just think it's fun to play. Why? You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? Oh. Oh, okay, good. I'm trying to be funny, although it usually doesn't work out very well, unfortunately. But it's okay. And I forgot what I was doing again. Alright, I was going to read this poem that I wrote a long while ago. I keep forgetting what I'm doing again. Why do I do this to myself? I love this so much. It's so silly. Sorry, I thought I saw something. Why do I keep forgetting it? You know what? Oh, I love this soundboard so much. Okay, anyways. Hello, viewer. Are you someone that already came? It's nice to see you. I'm about to read a poem writing piece that I wrote. Hopefully you'll like it, and if you do, maybe leave a like. I wrote it December 27th in 2018, and it's called Darkness, and it's kind of sort of for mature audiences, and my views aren't the same as when I wrote it. So, drum roll, please. Wow, this is really okay. So this is how it begins. You start being honest, and you lose all your friends. All hope ends, and the darkness wins. You fight the light, but the end's too bright, and you start losing sight, and breath is ragged, and you struggle with all your might, and you've lost. All your hopes and dreams and love you have tossed into the abyss. You have become someone to be surely missed. Because your lips were never kissed, and you couldn't survive the pounding fist, so you died. Because everyone lied, and you wanted to hide, but you couldn't. So you roll down the tunnel of suicide. I'm sorry means so little when you have been tossed aside. They laugh at your demise because they refuse to realize. They're scared. Scared that one day they will no longer want to live. And for them, oh gosh, sorry. And for them, no one will have a to give. Sorry, I had to. So they laugh because you chose that path, and they can no longer suffer your wrath. They don't want to care because your death wasn't a bloodbath. You're a coward to them because they were too afraid to save you from your suffering. They don't want to realize how hard it is not to let the darkness win. I could have read that a bit better. Just to clarify, I don't have the same views now as I did when I wrote that, which was like 3 years ago. So, character development. Anyways, oh, I have a new message. Sorry if that sensor beep was a little bit too loud. I'm not trying to break your eardrums, I swear. Also, new viewer, would you be willing to maybe answer the poll that I have set up really quick about whether or not I should read one of the more explicit / mature original writing pieces of mine, since this stream is sort of centered around horror content and such. I mean, if you can. Anyways, I think I have more that I was going to read. Why do I keep finding stuff that is not stream worthy? Or, I mean, it is stream worthy, but I probably shouldn't read it on stream. Oh, this one's pretty good. At least I think so. But of course, I'm the one that wrote it, so maybe I shouldn't think so much about my opinion. Oh, Bye, streamer. Bye, well, not streamer. Bye, viewer. I guess you just had to go. Oh, I love this so much.
Wow.
Sorry. Oh, you're back. I mean, if you are the same person. Maybe, maybe not. The world may never know. Do you know that they actually did figure out how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Like, I know it's the classic commercial is like, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Pop center, the Tootsie center of a Tootsie Pop? 1, 2. The world may never know. But some scientists decided, screw that, and just went screw that and made an entire experiment so that the world could know how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop. What an incredible scientific achievement. Just but no, I do appreciate scientists' work, even if they are working on stuff like that. It's just funny to me, to be honest. How many is it? I don't remember. Let me look it up really quick. We must know. Let's see. How many licks to center of a Tootsie Pop? 144 licks. A 1996 study by undergraduate students at Swarthmore College concluded that it takes a median of 144 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. So I guess that's how many. It's quite interesting, you know? The more you know. Anyways, we were going to read a story of mine. This story that I wrote is entirely based off of an image that I found while looking at Pinterest. Let me take a picture of the image right now so I can show you guys what it looks like. Oh, wrong thing. Let's see if that's a good one. Okay. Let me show you now. 1 second. This, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because the screen is so dim on my device, but this is what the picture was. Sorry, there's like glare and stuff, but that's what the picture looked like. Isn't it such good art? I wish I could give credit to the artist, but I don't know who it was, so sorry. Just know I did not make this. Did not make this picture. I did make the writing piece though. So I just created a story based off of it. Very uncreatively named Fire Story, Gotta be straight to the point. And I guess I made this in freshman year of high school. Let's get some fire ambience noise for you guys before I start reading it. No, don't open the YouTube app. My computer is going to drive me insane one day, I swear. It's loading. Okay, there we go. Is that too loud? Let's just... Alright. Now I can read it. Alright. Fire sat on the floor, legs curled to the side, leaning forward on her hands, palms pressed against the ground, distraught and hurting. She was crying sparks as she looked down at the floor, her voluminous chest heaving with her sobs. Her brightness was so dim that the shadow of her lover standing over her cast a light blackness. Fire, please, the source of the shadow said quietly and uncomfortably. A flare of light and heat came from her as she whipped her head up to look at him. Oh, what am I to you? She snapped with the same sharpness as the crackle of a bonfire. I'm just fire, she said as her flames dimmed slightly, her voice now tinged with pain. Fire, which burns beautiful and bright, but has a heart of black and hardened rock. It consumes everything in its beauty, but leaves only ashes in its wake. The discarded, charred flakes of my soul, the only remains. Fire, which injures and hurts and kills with its biting, burning heat. I am only fire. What am I to anyone? She sighed with such sorrow that would make a heart burn with sympathy. Well, I am a beauty. All I ever do is destroy and hurt. Her face became pinched with pain as she looked down with a sad, faraway look, her face overflowing with tears. Her voice became cracked and broken with pain and emotion. I'm but a monster, and nothing more. Her lover felt his heart nearly break. With a sigh, he sat down in front of her and looked into her anguished eyes. You're not a monster, Fire. Calm down. I know you're upset, but just because I feel like we need to see other people, it doesn't mean that you're a monster, or even that there's even anything wrong with you. You're a great person, Fire. You really are. I just feel like the sparks between us have faded. Oh, stop making lies and excuses in an attempt to justify your heartlessness. You never loved me, and you never will. I thought I had finally met someone that didn't care that I was a monster, that loved and cared for me all the same. Someone that would finally be willing to love and spend their life with me, despite the fact that I have no soul and am a horrific monster. The hope in her voice seemed to be like glass shattering into a million pieces, then slowly melting into the high heat of pain and despair. But alas, I should have known better than to be tricked by such foolish temptations. I was a fool to think that anyone could love or see something more to me than then a beautiful body and a scorched soul. She cried out in lament. I know what the word means and everything, I just don't know how to pronounce it, which is funny. I still put it in my thing, even though I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, where were we? Pressing her hands against her tear-stained face and vigorously shaking her head side to side, sending curls of her flame hair dancing around her face in her distraught state. I was right. I am only a monster, nothing more. I shall never find love, or hope, or acceptance, or inner beauty. I am doomed to live my life forever alone, without a single shining or charitable word to my name, forever knowing that when it comes to my positive features and attributes, there is nothing, and that I am nothing. I have no purpose but to ruin and destroy, and to leave disaster in my wake. Wow, this character's really dramatic, aren't they? The man that, of only a few minutes ago, had been her lover, had listened to her melodramatic monologue with resigned patience. Now that she seemed to have exhausted her emotions and reverted to only quiet, heartbroken sobbing, he took the chance to speak. Fire, you are far from nothing. You claim you have nothing good about you, but I disagree. I will not deny that you're a bit feisty and your temper has a tendency to flare up, but I see so much beauty and worth behind the horrible monster which you paint yourself. Well, you are truly dangerous and have the ability to burn and scorch and scar. The warmth that so many depend on and enjoy would not exist if it weren't for your dangerously intense heat. And I guess I didn't finish it because that's where it ended. What did you guys think? What do you guys think? Or I mean, if you're not someone to... One second, that kind of made my throat hurt a little bit. Let's see, what can I read next? Also, I don't know if the person watching this is from Arizona, which is where I stream from, although that's as much detail as I'm going to give. Or I guess not, but because you just left. But, you know what, never mind. I'll just be sad. I wonder if my writing was so bad that they felt like they had to leave. That's a really depressing thought. Oh dear. You thought of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Cecile. That's understandable. That's understandable. Yeah. I just completely forgot what I was
Anyways.
Let's see if I have some other stuff that I could start, that I could read that probably won't get me banned and stuff. You know what? Should I risk reading the ones that, maybe I shouldn't read? I don't know if I should, but they are pretty good in my opinion. And it is a horror stream. Alright, I'll read one of them, and then if that ends up working out, I'll read the other one. But, Fair enough. For a horror stream, you do have to expect some explicitness. But this explicitness is like, I should probably edit the stream to like only people 18 and up can watch it. So I don't know, which kind of, depletes the majority of the small, tiny demographic that I actually have, so that's kind of problematic, Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. My brain is so dead right now. Literally so freaking dead right now. I need to stop having Melanie Martinez songs stuck in my head right now, because I can't sing them, but I want to sing them so bad. But I can't because copyright claims. Anyways, oh, hello, new viewer. Just have to say,
Hello there.
How are you doing today? I don't know if you're someone that likes to message in chat or not, or if you're the person that has been kind of weaving in and out of watching, but it's very nice to see you here. And if you like what you're watching, maybe please consider leaving a like. Oh wow, I sound like I'm begging. Pretty, please. I'd like some more, sir, please. Please, sir, can I have some more? I am a very strange person. But all the best people are. I am trying to decide whether or not to read one of my more explicit or mature horror stories on the stream. Because, I want to, but I also don't know if that would get me in trouble with YouTube, so. Yes, Cecile. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Do you guys want to hear? Well, that one's even more explicit than the other one, or is it? Both of them are pretty bad. I don't know. Well, this one doesn't actually get into anything. All right. If I read this explicit or mature original fairy tale of mine, a dark fairy tale of mine, would you happen to consider leaving a like? And my brain died again. It's just keeps happening where my brain just goes. Have to reboot my brain. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. If something bad happens because of it, well, it's kind of my own fault. This is my attempt at writing my own original dark fairy tale. I don't know if it really went very well or if it works as well as I was hoping, but it's titled The Blood Blossoms, and I wrote it in January, on the 28th of January of this year. And warning, yes, it is a tad bit explicit. Sorry, you can probably hear my sister in the background. And you left. I wonder if it was because of the explicitness. I mean, if you were a minor, I guess that's probably a good thing. But still. I'll still be sad though. Let's use a few props for this one. True. But I guess they could still be triggered by it. Anyways, what other props might I need? I don't think I need much more. Alright. You ready for this? I got my creepy music box music playing. I'm going to start it over though while I start this. Let me just get to it. Alright. I'm gonna play this. Enjoy your enthusiasm. Alright. I enjoy your enthusiasm. I genuinely just Sorry. I really need to fix some of these. Okay. So just in case anyone didn't know, okay, yeah. I'm gonna stop stalling. As you can tell, I'm clearly nervous. Alright, you guys ready to hear my creepy story called, it's fairy tale called, you guys ready to hear my creepy fairy tale called The Blood Blossoms? Just in case you weren't aware, it is a tad bit explicit or mature, so be aware of that. There once was a young, beautiful maiden named Crimson, who was as clever as could be. One day she was walking alone through the forest, gathering a bouquet of beautiful red roses, when a prince came upon her on his daily ride. He was stricken by her beauty, and immediately decided she was his bride-to-be. He did not hesitate a moment in flirting and trying to convince her to ride away with him to his castle. Crimson, however, had no such fascination and politely declined. The prince, determined, continued and demanded she come with him to be married. Crimson continued to gently refuse. Her heart set upon, and then I should have put a word there, sorry. The prince, however, undeterred and angered, snatched her up, sending rose petals flying and causing thorns to prick Crimson's pale, slender fingertips. 1 second. I gotta add to this. Alright, to prick her fingertips. To prick her fingertips. Sorry. And causing thorns to prick Crimson's pale, slender fingertips. He rode away with her, leaving a trail of thick droplets of blood behind them. As soon as the prince had arrived at his castle with Crimson, his captured maiden, and unwilling fiancé, he demanded that a large, warm, steaming bath be drawn in his private chambers. Okay, this is starting to get into the more explicit part. Sorry. Did my creepy music stop? Yes, it has. Okay. He ordered that Crimson be taken there, stripped down to nothing by the most skilled handmaidens, and forced into the bath while he stabled and tended to his horse. Crimson, against her will, was forced to endure what the prince had commanded, despite her best efforts. She was overwhelmed with humiliation and helplessness as the handmaidens undressed her completely, leaving her naked and exposed as they placed her in the bath. Her fingertips continued to bleed thick, rich, red droplets of blood. Gotta go along with this. Okay. The prince was quick to finish his task and returned to his private chambers to his plan for Crimson. Once there, he ordered his personal servants to take him to the newly drawn bath, strip him thoroughly, and allow him to bathe in private with his newly captured maiden. Crimson felt her anxiety increase as she witnessed this new development, pressing her back against the opposite side of the tub as far away from the prince as possible as he slipped into the bath with her, and doing her best to conceal her exposed body from him. Yeah, it's getting really... Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Once they were alone, the prince began to slowly advance upon her like a lion upon helpless prey. Crimson shivered with fear, her fingertips continuing to bleed profusely in the water as she watched him draw nearer and nearer. The steam seemed to smell like the slightest tint like roses, as the thick blood from Crimson's... One second, sorry. As the thick blood from Crimson's fingertips began to slowly spread and swirl like tendrils in the water. The prince bit his lip as he slowly, carefully, as if trying to avoid scaring a small animal, began to reach his hand out to touch her. Steam, tainted with the smell of roses, appeared to grow slightly, as Crimson's blood continued to flow and thicken like tendrils in the water, gradually looking more and more like thorned vines, rich and bright red, growing in the water, slowly beginning to curl towards the prince. Crimson watched her blood in mystified fascination, almost forgetting the sinful intentions of the prince, and jumped, then recoiled in revulsion as she suddenly felt his hand upon the bare skin of her thigh. Before she could try to remove his hand from her, she suddenly felt his hand twitch violently and jump from her skin as he let out a heart-curdling scream. Crimson's eyes widened. The blood from her fingertips had taken the shape of bright red thorn vines and were wrapping themselves tightly around the prince's body. The prince continued to scream in agony as if the blood wrapping itself around him was highly acidic. The steam rising from the bathwater was pungent with the scent of roses. Crimson watched, wide-eyed and entranced, as the vines of her blood tightened, squeezed, and wrapped around the screaming prince, slowly killing him. The prince released a last loud, agonizing scream as the blood vines finally finished the job, causing him to slump into the water and succumb to his death. The scent of roses rising from the steam was so strong that it caused Crimson's eyes to water. She struggled internally as feelings of horror and relief clashed inside her, and watched, astonished, as the clear bathwater calmed unusually quick. Her breath caught. The prince's body was slowly melting in the water, and in its place, from the thorned vines of the blood pricked from her fingertips, rich red roses slowly began to grow and blossom. Crimson watched, enthralled, as soft scarlet petals bloomed from the remains of the blood vines, until all trace of the prince and her own blood had been replaced by a multitude of gorgeous, ruby-red roses floating upon calm, steaming water. The end. What do you guys think? Was that too extreme? And do you guys think it fits with the... Do you guys think it would be plausible as an actual original, like, as an actual dark fairy tale that you would read, like, from the Brothers Grimm or something? Like, what do you guys think about it in that case? I felt really nervous reading that, to be honest. But I think, wait, what was I doing? Okay. having too much fun with that stuff. Okay. I'm getting so tired for no good reason. But, you know. And just so that you know, YouTube doesn't get mad at me. This is fake blood. So, no need to worry about that. No TOS and stuff like that. I did mean to. I agree with what Cecile. She can't type in the actual live chat, but she can message me on Instagram, and she said that if it was a Grin story, I feel like it would include more of a rapey feel to it. But I'm glad that you didn't, and to add too much to that detail. About that, yeah, that's the idea, that it was going to rape her and stuff. But I wanted to make it where, like, a magical feel of how she managed to avoid that, Like, in a lot of old fairy tales and stuff, I feel like they don't give, like, women a lot of positive power, and they didn't have, like, a lot of, like, women's rights in that time, in that sense. So I wanted to, like, make something a little bit more different and original in that sense, where she was able to do that. So I'm feeling a little better about reading that one on stream now, but I still don't know if I'm going to read the other one that I have, because that one's even more explicit. And I don't know if I genuinely should read it on stream. Well, I guess I didn't actually write it as a story yet. I just sort of wrote I guess maybe I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's a little. When I'm reading that, I just. Okay. I don't think I'm going to read that one on stream. It's so weird when you reread your old writing and then you're just like, never mind then. It's not the Silent Hill siren, it's an air raid siren. Well, I mean, technically the Silent Hill siren is an air raid siren, but yeah, got the air raid siren. And I've been streaming for like almost 2 hours now. Alright. I don't know if I can find some more horror stuff that I have written on my laptop. So, I don't know, I guess I could look. What was I doing again? Yeah, I can't seem to find more right now, but I mean, I do have more than that. I just don't have it on my actual device. So that's kind of, a bit unfortunate. What's this one? Oh, that one isn't even typed out. All right, bye, Cecile. Thank you for watching. Oh, hello again. I don't know what else I was going to stream. I wonder if I could create a story just off the top of my head. I don't know, I've never really done that before in the sense of being pressured to. Also, I don't really have paper with me right now, and I usually need to have paper in order to do that, so. But, I could. At this point, I'm basically lost as far as what I'm supposed to be doing right now. The snipping of scissors and the sounds of screams. Everybody's hoping that it's just their dreams. But alas, it was true. Everyone was afraid, and so it grew. Feel the fear as it comes near, and it will be biting at your flesh. Feel the pain as torches rain like never would be. It's just a little horse story, just a nightmare. You can forget it was ever there, but then alas you remember. It wasn't just a dream, and now you're crying. You forgot that every moment was something new. It was just a dream. Oh, it was just a dream. I should stop being silent, sorry. I am very, very out of it today. Incredibly out of it today. I don't know what I'm doing right now. And that's okay. It's absolutely fine. No problems here. Maybe I will work on this one project that I've been trying to work on recently. But I still don't really know where to go with it. in all honesty. So now I'm just randomly contemplating about what fear is. But you know, for quite a while now, I've been trying to explore how to use writing to make people afraid, you know? I've just been trying to experiment with that and figure it out. And I definitely don't think I've mastered it yet. But I do know that I have been able to use my writing to cause people to feel other emotions before, like sadness or a feeling of calm. But I don't know if I've quite mastered fear yet. Because I feel like fear is more personal in a way. It's harder to convey in writing than in other forms. Because to make someone sad, all you have to do is write in a certain way that makes them think up their own sort of things that make them sad. You know, kind of leave it a little bit open for them. And to calm someone, you just have to use like the right combination of words and stuff, I feel like. But to scare someone with your writing, make them afraid, it's just more complicated in my opinion. And I just can't quite pinpoint it or figure it out. But I really want to. Not because I like making people like upset or anything, it's just because, well, one, it would make me a better writer, and two, because, well, in all honesty, there's someone in particular that I want to impress by making them afraid from my writing, and I myself am afraid that I'm not good enough to do it, which is kind of heartbreaking to me. You know, but I don't know what to do about it. I know I could practice trying to make people afraid from my writing, and that could help me to get better at it and understand how to do it better, but I don't know, there's just something about it that's and I just don't know how to explain it either. The thing is in order to scare this person and to impress them, I need to know more about them than I do, and there's not really a way for me to learn more about them or the things that I need to learn about them in order to do so. So it's kind of difficult. How do how do you make someone scared with so little context? Especially when there's someone who like sort of wears their own facade or like mask in a way, literally and figuratively sometimes. So like how do you do that when you don't know what you need to in order to do so? And at the same time, I'm also like thinking, is it right for me to try and scare them? And if I did scare them, would that really impress them? I'm honestly just a big mess of those kinds of thoughts. And I don't really know what to do to fix it. I sort of know some of the things that scare them, but all of the things that I've noticed that scare them, they get scared when it's something happening visually. And I can be very detailed and descriptive and really make a good mental picture and stuff. It's just not quite the same thing, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how in particular to go about that and translate that that fear of a visual into something that I write. I wonder if I could write with this in fake blood. Write in fake blood with this. If only I had a piece of paper. I should have thought about that. Alas, it is too late now. You know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this. And you guys can watch me try to scare this person that I want to impress. Let's see. I wonder if you guys could guess who the person I'm trying to impress by scaring is. I mean, I'd be happy to tell you guys, but I feel like it's kind of embarrassing how high my hopes are and everything, so. And if I do end up trying, if I do end up actually trying to genuinely impress them in this way and everything, I will have to be spending actual money, which, I don't have a lot of. And so if I choose to actually go about this, I need to make sure, like absolutely sure, that it would actually work. Otherwise, it's genuinely probably just an absolute waste of money and time. And which makes me even more nervous about it. I really am very thoughtful about my money in some cases like this. Especially since it wouldn't just be a little bit of money I'd have to spend a fairly big amount of money for them to actually pay attention, so. This is really making me depressed, honestly. You know what I wish? I wish that I could actually, do art well, because I would love to, animate some of my writing and stuff. Actually, if anyone out there is an animator and would be interested in working with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this person is someone that does video creation. They don't, as far as I know, they don't really read a lot, so I know it would definitely be more impressive if it was something through film and video as opposed to just a writing piece. The thing is that I just don't have the resources or the skills to actually make it in that way. Because my talents are different than them, which is pretty clear as you which from my streams is pretty clear. Which just drives me crazy, honestly. I've already, that might be giving too much away if I say that. I may have to end stream soon. But, I don't want to. Although it's not like anyone's watching me anyway, so. I am ridiculous. Let's see. Hmm. I don't know. You know what? I actually think I'm going to end stream like in very few minutes. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. So, what was I doing again? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream now, even though I kind of don't want to, but at the same time I do. It's kind of confusing, but it's true. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry if it was a little boring or slow. I hope you have had a great day and that you continue to have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Please consider leaving a like or subscribing. Thank you, and thank you. I'm BlueMoonMonsoon Moony, and I wish you adieu.